Well, my name is Corey Fairbanks. I'm 44 years old, grew up here in Colorado. Played a lot of sports growing up. In high school, I was an all-state football player for 2 years, all-state track runner for 2 years. And out of high school, I got recruited to play for the University of Nebraska and went and played for the Cornhuskers for a year. When I got up there, I was the only kicker that showed up that was, 6'2", 180, running a 4.7 40. So they tried to make me a wide receiver, and that just didn't work out. I just wasn't used to that kind of punishment that they give you up there in Nebraska. So I actually transferred out of Nebraska and went up to the University of Idaho to play. Well, over a Christmas break of my sophomore year of college, some friends and I were off to go skiing at Mount Bachelor in Bend, Oregon. And on the first day we were up there, I was headed down for lunch. A guy came jumping out of the trees, landed on my ski tips, and when I went to avoid him, I caught an edge, went off a cliff, and landed on my chest, and my feet inverted up back behind me and kicked me in the top of the head. And right at that moment, I broke my back and became paralyzed. The year that I broke my back was 1991. I was a 20-year-old college sophomore. Certainly it changed my life. I went from 6'2" to 4'7" real fast. That was the first obvious change. But no, absolutely it changed my life. It made me really kind of have to focus on who I was as an individual. I always knew I wanted to be an architect. So after my accident, I thought, hey, this is a great opportunity for me to help change the world and really get into the Americans with Disabilities Act and what it meant for architects. And so I graduated from college in 1995, got back down here to Denver, and started meeting other people with disabilities and finding out that there was this whole sports world out there for people with disabilities. And so the first sport that I worked on is I played some wheelchair tennis. And that was great. I loved it. I still love playing it. I've got a U.S. Open title under my belt in wheelchair tennis. But it just wasn't what I was looking for. I'm a football player. I'm a big guy. I wanted something a little bit different. So my friend asked me, he says, hey, why don't you come out and try this sport, sled hockey? I'm like, great, yeah, I'll try it. Well, the first day I get on the ice, I get checked in the boards. I take 20 stitches to the chin, and I'm like, I found my game. In 24 years of being in the chair, I've pretty much tried every form of seating there is out there. Whether it was an air type cushion, whether it was a gel type cushion, whether it was a simple pad, foam pad or whatever. None of them really held up underneath the punishment that I would give them. Seating Right Design is now coming out with these really nice kind of universal design cushions that are very similar in scope as their custom cushions that they ran before. And for me, and my body type and my activity level, it's absolutely perfect for what I need. It's not heavy, it's not expensive, it's something that I can feel confident every day going forward that I'm not going to get sores on my skin simply because of the cushion I'm in. It's a very comparable cushion to the customs. I just put on the Java back on my chair, about a week or so ago, and it's a nice, hard, rigid back chair. And I haven't done a rigid back for a long time, simply because I just didn't think the technology was there. Well, this Aspen Seating Right Design Java back is one of the most comfortable backs I've ever been in. It's got the opportunity for me to get a little bit of recline out of the chair itself so that I'm not feeling completely rigid in one position all the time. It's super simple to remove when I need to fold and break down my chair. I love my Java cushion and my Java back, and I think it's going to revolutionize the way seating systems for people in wheelchairs are today. Currently, I am the founder and executive director of the Colorado Adaptive Sports Foundation. I think it's very important for people with disabilities to maintain an active lifestyle growing up. We're more susceptible to obesity, we're more susceptible to heart problems, and the one thing that keeps a lot of people from getting out there is back problems, skin problems. If those kind of issues creep into people's lives, they can't be out there and they can't be active. And so I encourage my athletes from an active lifestyle to make sure that their seating is good, make sure that their health is well, make sure they're doing everything they possibly can so they can stay out there being active, whether it's riding a bike, skiing, tennis, hockey, you name it, it doesn't matter. So Colorado Adaptive Sports Foundation, what we do is we provide those opportunities for kids with disabilities all the way through to people that acquire their disability at an older age. We have team sports like the Avalanche sled hockey program, the Rolling Nuggets wheelchair basketball program, the Rolling Mammoth wheelchair lacrosse, and the Rolling Rapids power soccer program. And I think what I like most about it is watching these kids that were born with disabilities that know any better, like a guy like myself got an opportunity to play a sport at a very high level. And these kids never got that opportunity. And through Colorado Adaptive Sports Foundation, we are now creating teams and families and communities for these kids so that they can go out and participate, have a great active lifestyle, and do something healthy without really knowing that they're doing it healthy, that they're just playing a game and having fun. And when you see the smile on these kids, there's nothing better than that. Well, for several years after my accident, I kept myself fairly single and busy. 7 years ago now, I met my wife, and we got married, and it's been an incredible experience, a great journey. And over the last few years, we have a couple children now. I have 2 boys. I have a 5-year-old son and a 9-month-old boy right now. My 5-year-old son is just starting his intro to hockey. He's my best little buddy, man. I love having the family aspect. You know, I did the fun playing as a single guy for a lot of years, and now being an active person in a wheelchair, being a husband, being a father, I tell you what, my life is pretty good right now, and I'm pretty happy.